Y'all, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is MB Talks. I'm Teddy Johnson, here with my co-host, Miss Behaven, and I feel like we're doing a
Hello.
news broadcast, and we're not. Our special guest today is CyberShay. CyberShay, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're.
Good things.
I love the energy. She's ready. I like it.
She is ready. I
She's
knew she was ready when she walked in.
so
She's ready.
Cyber. A little bit of background. So we interviewed somebody, right? And after we interviewed that person, shout out Jim Greenway. We wanted to get you on there too. I thought it was a perfect compliment. How do you say it? Complimentary? Or you complimented what the topic was we wanted to talk
Gotcha.
about,
She's,
right?
we're
And
reiterating
there you go.
safety.
See, that's why we got Miss Baven on the show because she got some big words. Um, Cyber. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do as far as on here or outside of on here, if that makes sense. I don't want you don't have to go full
Okay.
detail.
Okay. So in the real world, my day job, I work as a cybersecurity team lead,
Yes,
and I run
that's
blue
great.
Ooh.
team and red team. Well, combination between both teams. Just doing in that field. I've been in there for maybe about 5 years, but I've been in IT for like about 10 years. And then
Jesus.
in between that, I'm also studying things. I'm enrolled in certified AI consulting courses on the
Mm,
side, and I'm also taking world building classes. I already do a little bit of world building myself,
mm.
but I'm taking like more classes to get better at it. And I also like to be in the metaverse. I'm like a part of like so many metaverses.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
She
lot,
is.
a lot
And
of them. Like
she is. There's a damn list. When I met up with you, Cyber, you told me all this stuff. I was like, Jesus Christ, this girl's got a rap sheet, man, and it's a good
She
one.
does.
It's
Amazing.
not even like so. Cyber, I want to touch my first subject with you, right? So, since we're on the metaverse, how important is safety in the metaverse to you, and what can we do to protect not only ourselves but
yeah,
for people like our kids? Because we live in a world where our kids are always involved, right?
They're
And we have
technology
this,
fed.
of course, like tablets,
hmm
cell phones. What can we do as far as us, or what's the
And not
importance
not
of
just as
safety in
parents,
here?
as a community.
Of course, yes,
yeah.
As a community, how can we help keep people safer? Right?
yes.
Um, just be careful with like who you interact with and who you add as friends too, because you never know who's behind these headsets. Like a lot of
Mm-hmm.
social
Right.
engineerings are going on. Be careful that type of information you're sharing around, especially when your kids are on there. You gotta make sure that they don't share information that shouldn't be shared to people.
Yes.
Right. Right.
Yeah, because kids like to talk, and don't come over to them might want to talk and ask a question. They need to know what not to share with people.
Of course. It's
And
very
that's
Yeah.
important. I think it's something that a lot of people lack. A lot of parents forget. Right?
because
Is
you know what?
is internet safety and drilling it
Of,
into their kids.
and
And
kids got
even
it
Yeah.
even when you drill it, I find that sometimes it still isn't enough, right?
at all. No, because kids are
Mhm.
just blabber. They'll tell you business to anybody. So imagine if they
Right.
get on here and tell you business. Jesus Christ, that's just a world of disaster. It's
Yeah.
true. I got a niece that she tells my business. I'm like, Jesus, dude, you ain't need to tell her that. Why you tell her that for?
Everywhere. They'll
Um,
say it any place at any time.
Jesus Christ, and it's just it's fortunate, but it's a good. I feel like that's a good how do you say a good thing we need. Not everybody just everybody
Yeah.
overlooks. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
hmm
not many people notice that there's really a lot. Like we
They get
practically
comfortable
got,
and they forget.
of course.
It's a big
But
part of
and
it
not
too, I
only
think.
that, it's like you can get into anything. We practically are
Yeah.
wearing a cell phone if you think about it. Like this is a cell phone on our face, in my opinion.
Hmm.
It's just information that's being shared with people. Like we don't really know read the fine print to stuff. We just say, okay, get going, and then we, some come
Right.
out next week, and it's like, oh Jesus. So, Cyber, I'm understanding that you're a woman of many talents, right?
Yes.
And one of the programs I believe you have is definitely the safety verse, right?
Safe
Yes.
first.
Um,
Yeah.
safe verse. Sorry.
Say
What
first.
is it, and what are the benefits? Like, how did you come up with the idea, or was it a conjointive group thing you guys had, or
Oh,
you
it
had?
was a group thing that we came up with. Actually, somebody reached out. Black Sands. He's one of the somebody in this community, and she came up with it, and she was like, let's form a group to do internet and well VR safety. So we came up with Safe First as a name, and a couple of us got together. It was Black Sands, me, Medically, and Rupert, um, a guy named Rex X, and Teacher Danny.
Mm,
And so we
That's
would, we would
amazing.
meet on weekends, and we would do our video clips together, and we also created a VR world around it too. And soon we're gonna have an app, a VR app on it also.
And
oh, nice.
what will be, the features, or what is the plan of the app? If you can say, if not, that's
Yeah,
cool. But
it's just about teaching children on how to like little probably might be little games in there teaching
nice.
about internet safety and VR safety and gaming safety,
It's
little
brilliant.
challenges they would do in the
It's
game.
brilliant. So
That's
it's like um the forest fire bear, but for the metaverse, which is incredible because does anybody remember that? Is that my age showing? If my age
no,
showing,
that's
I'll stop
Steph.
talking.
Give it up to Miss
So
Baby.
sorry.
She's about this her age is showing tonight, y'all.
Dinosaur era.
I don't know. I think it's a little bit before that too.
It might be.
That's none of my business. I'm
Might be.
sorry,
It's
Cyber.
okay.
So, um, w- what? How do you know? Like, I love to ask this question. I believe Miss Baby, you asked her this the other day when we met up with her. Um, how do you know cybersecurity was your call? Like,
Like you're
you know,
Um,
calling for sure.
you're
mhm.
calling for sure. Like, how do you know? Like, is this something you just woke up and said, "Look, I want to do this," or is it something you just kind of like jump jumped and said, "Well, might as well."
Oh, you know what? In the beginning, it wasn't really my call.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't really. What happened is how me working in tech support. I worked with tech support for nearly 4 years, and I started hanging out with the networking team, and they told me about a cybersecurity certification that Cisco was giving away to the whole world, giving away 10,000 of them to the whole world. And a lot of them were applying for it, and they was like, "Why don't you apply for it too?" And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna apply for it too." And I think most of us got the scholarship,
Oh,
and
It's amazing.
that's how I ended up into cybersecurity from applying for that scholarship. And then I I didn't know that I was gonna get that far with passing the exam, and I passed the exam, and then from there on, I just started looking for cybersecurity jobs. From there,
Incredible.
jeez. So
yeah,
it's just something you kind of just went forward and was like, "I'm doing it. I'm already
yeah.
here, right?"
And they said
That's
because they said
It's
it's gonna
always
be,
changing, right?
and they
mm-hmm.
said it
So
was gonna
it's
be
something that's you're always on your toes. Like you're not bored, right?
yeah,
And that
especially in the
and
type
hmm
that I'm in, yeah. Because cybersecurity is big. It's like so many different areas people don't even know. Some people think
right,
it's only hack. Some people think cybersecurity is only hacking, but it's not only hacking. We got cybersecurity that's technical, and we got cybersecurity that's non-technical that people
100%.
can do. Yeah, just go and talking about cyber safety. We have people that have jobs like that. That's not technical in cybersecurity,
Right.
What?
and you can still make good money in the government's and compliance side.
I didn't know that there
Man,
was two sides of cyber. I mean, I thought it was always just about hacking and stuff of that nature.
no,
Jeez, I learned
No,
something new today.
it's complex.
it's really big. It's a big field. Yeah.
Jesus. So
And it touches so many aspects of like every industry. So it's not
Yeah.
just
They
your
have.
cell phone and your
Mhm.
computer, right?
Yeah.
It's everything,
Healthcare. Yeah. Everything.
right?
Even
Banking,
healthcare, banking.
hmm
Yep. Cybersecurity is
government,
all over.
all of it,
Oh, different fields.
right?
Yeah. AI too. You got they got AI for cybersecurity.
It's
Jesus.
Yeah.
incredible.
I might as well be cybersecurity myself.
Yeah.
Call
They
me
Right.
always looking
cyber
for demand is high.
cyber cyber Johnson. Hey, you guys, you hear the first.
Cyber
Cyber
T.
Johnson. Cyber give me a high five. Give me that.
I think
Dude, high
high five.
five. Oh, sorry. All right. So cyber I already said in the beginning you're a woman of many talents, right? And I'm
Yes.
aware that you have a book out too.
Yes. I have two books out.
Put
I
two
have
books out. So
two
yeah,
books.
Number
sorry.
one seller on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have.
Now
Huh?
Yeah.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I have one book that's called Cybersecurity for Parents. Well, actually, it's called Protecting Your Net Cybersecurity for Parents, and that's the book about that goes about teaching children how to be safe on the internet, and it teaches parents too how to teach their
Incredible.
children and how to look out for things like cyberbullying and things change your behavior in children if they're online a lot. It can affect children. Depends on
Mhm.
the crowd they meet.
Right.
It can affect and then teaches parents how to look out for some of those
Yes.
things when their children
That's
hang
big.
online. Because some people do use these devices as a babysitter for their kids, and they're not paying attention to them, and they can get
Hundred
caught up in
percent.
stuff. Yep, caught up in that. So that's one of my books. But then I have my top seller book is it's called Unlocking the Metaverse, Revolutionizing Your Business and Office Space for the Digital Frontier. And that one was the one that was like a top release, top seller on Amazon.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's she blew me out in the water.
Right? It just kept coming. Like
It's like
when we actually
a,
sat down and talked to her, it was more and more and more. It was amazing every second. I'm still
I felt like
impressed. Cyber
it's
Shay,
like a
hats off to you.
it's a shot. It's a cyber
Thank
yay to
you.
me, dude. Jesus, you ain't
100%.
cyber
Yeah.
yay.
Yeah.
So I want to touch a little bit about your book, cyber, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So you said your first book was about parents and just kid safety on anything, right?
That's my second book. The
Second
second
book.
book.
So okay, so I got to
Mhm.
mix. Your first book is about the business aspect, I should say.
Yes, of cyber of the metaverse. The
So
business aspect of the metaverse.
in your book, right,
Yeah.
you you say using the metaverse to achieve real world results. Um can you share maybe a success story where maybe a business made a tangible impact by applying your strategies? Is there anything that you can share maybe that maybe that happened down the line?
That a business applied my
Right. So
strategies.
yeah, so your book, right?
Yeah.
Um can you share with us like maybe a success story that maybe a business used um from impacting by your book or using stuff from
Yeah.
your book and took that into the real world and maybe ran with it.
Well, from my book, it's mostly informational.
Mhm.
Um, but I've seen people who've, you know, had their businesses from the outside world and brought it in the metaverse
Oh,
Amazing.
in here.
okay.
I've seen there's a lot of people that done that. There's even the City of Adams. Like I have them in my book because that's like City of Adams here in
Of
Horizon
course.
Right.
Beach.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I even have them in my book where it's just a city with just businesses that people had in the real world and they brought it in here. So that kind of inspired me to write the book about that.
Wow.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
I have some other friends in here too that brought their business from the real world and they brought it into the metaverse.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
it could be very lucrative, right? If you do it the right way, for
Yeah.
sure.
So how does can you who I don't want to be nosy, but like
Hmm.
as far as when you say the business into the metaverse, is
Yeah.
it like explain give me like an idea of like a business that someone somewhat took into the real world and put it on here? Because when I think of business, I think of like Starbucks and
Well, no, they can be
McDonald's and stuff like that.
small
You
not
know,
like
businesses as well.
right?
not like food or anything like that,
Hmm.
but like if maybe if you're selling chocolate or something, like
Yeah,
you can
that's what.
ship
Yeah.
that. Yeah, something like
Right.
that. You can have like a business, retail business selling chocolate, and
Beauty
then if you get
products,
a need,
all
yeah,
kinds of
That's what I
stuff.
was
those type
thinking.
business.
Yeah.
And then there's someone here that got their accounting firm in here. They brought it
There
in
Hmm.
is.
from the real world and have it here in the
Gee,
metaverse.
that's
Incredible.
People got their
awesome.
finance business.
Sue the Q's over there.
Yeah.
She's jumping.
That's because Jaduce is in here right now. She's talking about
Oh,
Yeah.
Jaduce.
he is.
Cheetos is one.
right here.
Yeah, she brought her finance business in
Hey, I see
for
you
the real
waving.
world.
You're purple to
Yeah.
me, but I seen you waving.
Me too.
Jesus. So, Cyber, being in in the cybersecurity world, right? Is let's say because there's a lot of people maybe after this that say, man, maybe cybersecurity is something I really want to you know jump forward to or proceed with. Is there anything you want to give advice
Piece of
to those that
advice. Yes.
consider maybe doing it or you know wanting to do it but just don't have the courage to or kind of
Yeah.
skittish and scared?
Some advice is you do need to know a little bit of technical skills to get
Hmm.
into cybersecurity. Just at least like the beginner help desk. So I would go take some. They have a lot of classes on YouTube for now where
Okay.
you can like learn the basis of IT. And if you want to spend the money, you can go to you can take a go to a
Of course.
university,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, or you can go to like a one of the trade computer schools like that, or you can even self study. I know a lot of people that self study for their cybersecurity career. They didn't go to any school. You can self study if you have a right plan, setup plan.
Oh, self
Yeah,
damn.
Right.
yeah. Like I'm
That's
a good
good.
like when it comes to mentoring. A lot of people said I've like mentored them. So I have like I'm part of a couple of mentoring groups where I mentored people into
Okay.
getting into
Nice.
cyber. Like they was, oh, you helped me with my career. I have like people come over to me a lot, like, oh, you helped me with my career. Yeah, and also
That's
having a good
awesome.
LinkedIn too. Like LinkedIn is like
Huge.
probably
It's
huge. Yep.
corporate
I
Facebook.
Cybersecurity
Absolutely.
community. Yeah. And
what
Mm-hmm.
is
going to
oh
events, going to cybersecurity meetup events. Like I'm a big part of that community. It's like who you know a lot of time for
You were
those
just
jobs. Like
recently at a conference, right?
yeah, I was at the Women in Cybersecurity conference. It was
Amazing.
a big 4-day conference. And it was very expensive. It's like $800 a ticket, but I had got a scholarship
jeez.
for it. And
Jesus
they
Christ.
so that you can apply for scholarships. Like I got a scholarship and they paid for my ticket and room and board. Well, actually, it was hotel, and they
Nice.
paid for my hotel for 4 days and the ticket and food.
Damn.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
That's
go,
incredible.
girl. Jesus. We
yeah. So
got
I
a
try to apply. Anytime
superstar
I
in here
see
tonight.
scholarships, like I try to apply for scholarships or stuff
Hey,
that's or free trainings. Yeah, a lot of
absolutely.
times on LinkedIn you can find a lot of places that are giving like free trainings and stuff. So I try to like take advantage of stuff that is free in the community.
Oh, of course.
Absolutely.
Because who doesn't
As you
like free
should, and
stuff? Right.
100%.
Yeah.
Um, now I want to sorry, I'm jumping everywhere, Cyber. So I'm aware that I do that all the time. Sorry.
You
So I'm
do.
aware you work with a lot of brands too, correct?
In the
On
metaverse,
yes.
um, I'm part of like I work with a lot of like people that do things in metaverse. I got like LuxeVR. I'm part of LuxeVR crew. LuxeVR makes avatars that
Mm.
looks like you for like VR
Amazing.
chat and spatial and banter.
Oh,
He also makes jewelry with your name, branded jewelry with your name and
oh,
logos. Yeah, and the avatars can
Very
have your
cool.
logos on it too. Real life looking avatars that look exactly like you. And I also help out. He also has a class where he teach web design, AI, and stuff for Horizon World stuff.
That's nice.
And it's
Amazing.
like three different days of the week. So I help out in those classes with him.
Jesus.
Also,
So
yeah,
she's a
he
woman of
gives them
many
free
talents.
to the community,
Absolutely.
but so I go to learn too, you know. So learn
So
things
every
with it.
day you're learning. Like it's good.
Yeah, learning.
I notice that every time, like with me, and I'm sure Miss Baby can agree too,
Yeah,
that every day I learn something, it's a good day. You know what I mean? Like I look
yeah,
at it as if I learned something new today, then it's been a pretty good damn day.
yeah.
Now
So that's
you do
one of
you?
them. I
I
have a
say, go
couple
ahead.
of brands, yeah.
Go-
So that's LuxeVR, and then I'm also part of the Block Collective. It's like five of
Mm,
us. I think five of us. It's me. I don't know if you ever heard of Your Afro VR.
yep,
Of
He's
yep,
very
course,
yep.
yeah.
popular. Yes, me, Your Afro VR, Jen Smash,
Yep.
Shout out Jen
yeah,
Smash
Jen
too.
Smash, Metaclean Rupert, and Mr. Waterloo. So shout out to the Block Collective. If
Yeah,
all
shout
of
out
us
to you
do
guys.
different things,
Shout
yeah, all of
out.
us do different things. I'm the tech person. I'm the CTO. I'm the tech person. Jen's the finance person. Your Afro's the artist, and she's like the leader. We got Metaclean's the mark. He's like the strategist of the crew, and then we have the design person who's like the top builder, Mr. Waterloo.
Jeez, you
Yeah,
got an
Lovely.
Avengers
and
team over
also
there. Jesus Christ.
yeah, that's
Right?
our team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we help bring music artists into the metaverse, like celebrities. We have a couple of celebrities we have brought in the metaverse because
It's amazing.
one of the people was used to be in that field and with the artists is like
Hmm.
two of the people that's part of our crew used to work with celebrities, so they
Okay,
have connections with them already. So they bring them in.
Right.
We market them and do concerts and stuff.
It's
that's
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah, for that.
It's
This,
amazing for
And then
them and for the
yeah,
people that get to experience it for sure.
yeah.
It's
And
amazing.
then I'm also part of I'm a chief metaverse solution um person for Mr. Block Party Radio with DJ Marcus J.
oh,
So I'm part of that
Ah,
also.
say it
she,
again.
she
Jesus.
Swiss Army knife for sure. Right?
I
Yeah,
thought
so I
I would.
help out with him with
You thought
just
you were one?
exploring platforms, help him explore like new platforms for the radio station.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
Incredible.
You know, not to cut you off, CyberShay, it's a little joke inside
Mhm.
MB that I always used to say I was a Swiss Army knife, right? Because I'm just doing it all, right? So I'm me with building. I'm not good at building. I'm more of the attraction. I bring the people. You know, I can do what everybody else can't do. You know what I'm saying? And but
Yeah.
building is not my thing. So I used to call myself a Swiss Army knife, and I think you just took that from me. So you can be called a Swiss Army knife because
We
Jesus
absolutely
Christ,
took the title.
she's got everything, man.
Absolutely. Yep.
If you would if we were heads up and you said, hey, somebody told you the list of things you've done, and then they came to me next, I'm walking out.
Hmm.
I can't even compete, man. Seriously. Seriously. So you do a lot of events on VR chat too, you mentioned.
Yeah. I
So
actually
can you
host. I'm the host of Iced Out Thursdays on
mm,
VR chat. It's like part of Lux VR. We the one that hosts the parties. We call it Iced Out Thursdays, and it's every Thursday at 9 p.m. in VR chat where people can come and try on the avatar jewelry, the bling.
That's very
We
cool.
got watches, we got chains, we got hats, we got shoes. They can try it virtually on your avatar, and then you can also, if you want to buy anything, you can buy stuff too. I'm also a sales with them too.
she does more. Can you believe that?
And the brand ambassador too. So that's why like I have like a lot of the avatars. If you see me in VR chat, I have like
Yes.
a lot of the Lux VR avatars.
It's
Incredible.
uh, I'm probably sound silly here. Is there anything you can't do? Because Jesus,
That
she does it all. She can beat Michael Jordan to 1v1. Jesus
it's amazing.
Christ. Um,
It's amazing.
so I want to touch back into your books, okay?
Yeah.
What made you want to write your books? Like, is there inspiration? Obviously, there's inspiration, but what is there something he said, Lord, I want to make this, and I feel like a lot of people will benefit from it. Is that one of the reasons, or is just something you always wanted to do?
I always wanted to write a book, and I knew a lot about the stuff, about the things that go on in the metaverse, especially when it came to business and stuff. I knew a lot about it and been around a lot of people that had businesses. So I said, why don't I make a business? I mean, a book to kind of teach. Because I also had, like, before I wrote the book, I also have a storefront in the multiverse. The multiverse, Infiniverse, was the first metaverse I got into, and I bought a storefront there. I bought a couple of storefronts there. So I
Mm.
kind of had a little experience about running a store because I had a couple of stores in there
That's
and
incredible.
business,
So
digital businesses that I'm
when we
running.
say stores, can you explain how it operated a little? I'm unfamiliar. So for me,
Mm-hmm.
so is it like a physical building? Well, not a physical building, but a space like this that people would go in and buy specific products, or were they buying, technology things? What exactly were you selling?
I have I also still sell it, so beauty
Oh,
products, like, it's all like
okay.
natural beauty, skin and
The
hair
list goes
products. It's
on,
called
sir. The list goes on.
pharmacy. Yeah, so I'm still like a distributor for the pharmacy.
Pharmacy.
So it's called pharmacy,
Jesus.
yeah, and stuff. So
CyberShay, I'm
any
more
so
more
anybody who
impressed every
wants
second.
pharmacy, they would go. I had like a room where all my products had pictures in it in the multiverse, and what they would do is they would look at the picture, and then if they liked it, they had another area. There was a portal where people can click on the portal, and they'll bring them straight to my website, and
What?
then they can buy
I didn't know that.
products.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So I
That
was so I still have that I'm doing. I still have that, and I also used to sell like doggy products too at the same time, and I also had
Okay.
some other things. That was another group thing. I think it was like crypto at the time, but I got rid of those. I don't do that no more. And I don't do the doggy products no, but I still have the health and beauty product with the, I still have that one.
Wow, that's amazing.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I used to sell NFTs
Amazing.
too. I used to make NFTs.
NFTs. Okay,
Yeah.
that's not bad. It.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, no.
Okay, I was just like, jeez.
There will be, I'm
I,
sure. I'm sure
I'm
as we
sure of
keep
it.
going, we're gonna
As we
discover more.
so
I love
Cyber,
this.
when we talked, I said it was going to go over, which we knew it was going to go over, right? Time wise.
Yeah.
So
I just want to keep hearing her tell me more. Like I'm I'm like, what else? Tell me what else. I want to know what
right.
else. Sorry.
Um,
Sorry.
so you sent me two of your websites, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Uh, cybersocialites.com, correct?
Yeah. That's one.
And
Cyber Socialites.
then you have cybershay.com,
Yep.
right?
Cybershay.com.
And
Uh-huh.
if I remember, if you want to get your book correct,
Yeah.
um, the metaverseguidebook.com.
Yep.
So
That's it.
what I know you sent me the sausage, if you can hear me. Um, so I told you this is going to be on YouTube, okay? And in the description down, sausage,
Plug
I'm
the
gonna send you the
links.
links. You can plug those links down there in the description. I'll send them to you so you can plug the YouTube on there and put her stuff on there. Oops, sorry. And then, like I said, I feel like a lot of people need to know about you if they haven't already, right?
100%.
Um, what you're doing, Cyber, is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm sure you hear it every day. But like I say, I think of not only the safety, but like just how you are, your work ethic. You're always going, hey, what can I do now? You know what I'm saying? It's never
Yeah.
stop, never not working. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's me.
Um, and then that's you. Jesus, I'm impressed. Like I said, Cyber. Before we head off, right? I want to give you the floor. Okay. Uh, where can people reach you at if they want to get in touch with you? Maybe the VR events.
Yeah.
You want to plug anything? The floor is yours, sweetheart. Go ahead.
Okay. If you want to reach me online, you can reach me at www.cybershay.com. If you want to reach me online, if you want to reach me on Instagram, CyberShay_VR is my Instagram. That's where you can see a lot of the things I do in VR is on my Instagram. And if you want to connect with me too, it's better. You can connect me on Instagram. And my two books. One is Unlocking the Metaverse, Revolutionizing Your Business and Office Space with a Digital Frontier. And it's by my real name, Sharon Lawrence. And then my other book is an ebook, my cybersecurity book. It's called Protecting Your Nest, Cybersecurity for Parents. And it's by
Amazing.
Sharon Lawrence too. It's an ebook. So those are my two books available.
Incredible.
Jesus, you guys. Like I told Miss Baven,
Rock star. She's a rock star.
she's the
She's a
damn
rock star.
shooting star, dude. She ain't
She
got
is.
no damn limit. Okay, and this isn't me, putting you up.
incredible.
It's the truth, right? Cyber. I want to ask you one more question before you leave. Okay. You like any sports?
Not really. I don't watch
So,
sports.
okay, good. Because I was going to ask you if you're a Packer fan. Because if you're a Packer
No.
fan, Cyber, you're going to have to get
Mhm.
going. Sorry, you're going to have to get going. Cyber, thank you so much for coming out. I appreciate it. Like I
Gee,
said,
Cyber is
Oh,
amazing.
thank you for having me.
this is probably the shortest interview, right? And
Yeah.
like I said, I usually go 30, a little bit after. You are a
I
rock
could
star.
keep talking to her for hours.
I could too.
I'm blown away. Blown
Um,
away.
it's a blessing for you just to bless this right here.
Oh, you're
This
welcome.
is
Thank you.
given the knowledge and the things you have going on, and even the future. Like I said, we're always rooting for you. I appreciate it. And it's just amazing what you do. Keep doing it, man. Seriously.
Never
Thank you
quit.
so much. You guys, everybody,
Thank you,
all 30 of
CyberShay.
you in the States,
Oh,
give me get some
thanks.
confetti, please. Thank you very
Thanks
much.
everybody for coming. Sue, Miss Sue.
Yes.
Sorry, Sue,
Oh,
but I got a word from Mr. Savage that you're down the line going to be part of the date game. Is that true?
What?
Hey.
Not what? I came for CyberShay. I don't know about all that.
oh,
I'm just joking.
Yeah, I
Thank you,
enjoyed
CyberShay. I
my
appreciate it.
independence.
Let's go.